Today, we're going to talk a little bit about our next generation platform, Elosity, and how and why we built this technology platform. Starting with ultimately our end users and the user experience. When we went into designing this platform, we spent about 6 months looking at our existing software systems, our user workflows, talking to our sponsors, talking to sites, really to synthesize how they're using the RTSM, why they're using the RTSM, and ultimately really what they're doing in their day-to-day lives when it comes from a process workflow. And we took that information and we went back to our product teams, we worked with our designers to really synthesize all of our products, our technology, and really the way that we're implementing our services. And we built that entire workflow into our digital technology.
It has some very unique features which are very market differentiated. The first of them being that you can build the study and test the study as we go. This actually reduces the time it takes from a UAT perspective, but it also minimizes surprises. Our sponsors love it because they are actually involved in the process of building, not waiting for it.
Something that we are always constantly focusing on is, how do we make sure that from the second that we get that award until that release, how do we continue to shorten that timeline? And that goes for the full study build, always keeping that quality in mind, but then also when it comes to protocol amendments. So those amendments come fast, they come quick, making sure that we're able to implement those protocol amendments quickly and being able to get them live in time for the first patient in.
We're the only platform which actually has a sponsor-specific view of that data. As customers are talking about how they can look at data across their studies, and they're building lots more of platform-based studies, this is really a wonderful addition because now you can have visibility for supply on a platform level. You can have templates which you set up on a sponsor level, which then you can then propagate it for each of your individual studies.
When it comes to the functionality itself, we really split that into our core competencies, right? Randomization, trial supply management, right? So how do we continue to innovate on the feature set from the patient perspective, from really the site flow and functionality, as well as how you continue to innovate from the supply management functionality, whether it's enhanced features when it comes to things like central pharmacy handling, multi-dose file handling, forecasting and supply management. All of these items and capabilities are within the Elosity platform itself, which really allows flexibility with our sponsors to be more honed in on their supply management.
ELO is our AI compendium, which helps Elosity be really different. And we've done ELO Knowledge, which helps you really provide a deep insight on how you're building the study. We're launching ELO Insights, where you can talk to your supply chain data, and we have several other ELO features coming up this year, which are just going to make the platform very differentiated.
For so long in this industry, we've been able to give everyone access to their data, but then it's a now what? So AI is helping them know how to action on it. It'll also help out with being able to understand the best way to design a protocol when it comes to an RTSM system. So taking that protocol, and it's one thing to make assumptions on how we should do it and how the sites might react, but AI is allowing, based off of all of this data that they have from protocols, being able to give us suggestions on the best way to implement that, the best way that will work for the sites, the best way it's going to work out for the end game with the sponsors as well.
Endpoint, of course, wants to be the partner to help accelerate and bring medicines faster to market. That's our mission, and that's a mission of many of our sponsors, and we want to be the partner there.